Welcome back, Future Medicos. MCC has finally released the UG counseling schedule for 2023. In this video, we are going to look at the 2022 schedule and 2023 schedule and see what are the differences. I see a few differences. I'm going to highlight those differences. This is only for your knowledge purposes. Of course, to understand exactly the schedule, we need to wait for the prospectus because we don't know exactly what the prospectus is going to talk about. So this is more for you to understand, create an awareness, but the final decision has to be taken only after the release of the prospectus. Come, let's go and see the differences between the last year schedule and this year's schedule. Now, this is 2022 schedule. And also I have the 2023 schedule. So let's start with the 2023 schedule. You can see that the title is Tentative Schedule for Online Counseling, Allotment Process for NEET UG, MBBS, BDS, BSc Nursing. Now, and if you look at what are the kind of colleges available or what are the kind of seats available, you can see that All India quota 15%, deemed universities, central universities, all AIMS institutes, JIPMER, Puducherry and Karaikal. Now, the only problem here is, where is AFMC? Where is Armed Forces Medical College? It is not stated anywhere. I believe this is a genuine mistake. Probably, I think MCC has made a mistake in not including AFMC. Probably during the prospectus or the final counseling start, most likely, I think AFMC would be included. Now, if you see last year, it was very clear. Last year, they have said AFMS, right? Of course, that is Armed Forces Medical College. Only registration part, right? They have very clearly said last year. This statement is not available in 2023. I do not know for whatever reason. Anyway, we have to wait until the final prospectus, then we will get a clarification, but I believe it should be included. Now, some of the new things you can see, right? Verification of tentative seat matrix by the participating institutes and NMC. This is, of course, was there last year also. There is a verification step, but now they have given a specific date during which the verification has to be done. But of course, from a student perspective, we don't need to worry about this step. This is nothing to do with the student. This is mainly for the colleges and the NMC to confirm the number of seats available for the counseling. So from the student's perspective, the first column, you don't need to worry. Now, what is the second column here? Registration or payment. This is where we have to come in. Now, when the registration starts, the registration is starting on 20th July 2023. So next week, they are going to start. And from 20th July 2023 to 25th July 2023, 12 noon, the registration will be open. The 6 days, the registration will be open. And once you complete the registration, the next step is to make the payment. As soon as you done the registration, the payment you can make. But if you want to delay, you can delay until 25th July, 8 p.m. That is the last deadline before which you need to complete the payment. Okay. Then the third step is choice filling. Now, choice filling starts on 22nd July. So anyone who has done the registration on 20th or 21st or 22nd, you can start doing the choice filling. In case if you are doing the registration on 23rd, then you can fill the choices only on 23rd or subsequently. Okay, so please understand the first step is registration and payment. After you complete, you can come to choice filling. The choice filling starts on 22nd and it goes until 26th July night 11:55 p.m. Okay. And then the last step, the fourth step is choice locking. Now, what is choice locking? Choice locking is basically confirming your choices and final submission. Now, when it will be available, it will be only available from 3 p.m. on 26th July. And it will be available until 11:55 p.m. You cannot lock the choices before that. You can lock it only on 26th July. Now, some of you may ask, sir, it's only 7 or 8 hours available. In case if I am not able to lock, what happens? So if you don't lock, that's fine. As long as you have saved the choices, it will be automatically locked. So you can lock it if you want. Otherwise, if you forgot to lock or you are not able to log in, then the choices, whichever you have saved, will be automatically locked. So it's important, once you do the choice filling, make sure that you save the changes. Now, once the choice locking closes on 26th July, 27 and 28, the seat allotment processing will be done by MCC. Now, this step is nothing to do with the student. The student can sit and wait. The result will be published by MCC on 29th. 26 choice locking closes, 29 you will be able to see the result. Now you can search for your rank and then see whether you got a seat. If you have got a seat, then you need to upload the documents by the candidate on MCC portal. This is a new step. Earlier, last year, we didn't have that step. You can see here, after the result, straight away you need to report to the college. Now it is not reporting straight away. You need to upload the documents. They have given 1 day for uploading. So first step, you need to upload the documents. Then they have something called reporting or joining. Now this is again slightly different wording. Last year it was only reporting, which means I need to go to the college, report and complete the joining of the college process. Now this year they have this word reporting/joining. I don't know what exactly the difference is, whether you should join online and then subsequently report to the college, or is it sufficient only to report online? I don't know what exactly do they mean. We have to wait for the prospectus. But certainly you need to upload the documents. So get the documents ready so that you can immediately upload after the seat allotment is done. And then they also have one step which says verification of joined candidates, data by institutes, sharing of data by MCC. I don't know what exactly is this, who is giving data to whom, whether MCC is giving to colleges or colleges are giving to MCC. It's not very clear. But anyway, this is something where probably after all the candidates have joined, probably they want to finalize how many candidates have joined, how many candidates have not reported, how many seats are vacant for round 2. So estimating that might happen in this step. Okay, that's the step. Exactly what happens, we will know when the prospectus gets released. So the registration starts on 20th July and the final joining time is 4th August. So the entire counseling goes for about almost like 2 weeks plus it goes, and then another 2 days for a consolidation of the data. So roughly about 12 plus 6, about 18 days is for the first round. Then the second round, you can see that it is starting on 7th August. Immediately, once this compilation is done, immediately the next day, the counseling starts. Last year, there was a gap between this step and the final step. Last year, 28th October was the reporting day, last date. And then the registration for the second round started only on 2nd November. So there was a gap of about 4 or 5 days. There is a gap. But this year, it seems like immediately they are starting. So that may indicate that probably state and central may go simultaneous. But again, we don't know. We have to wait and see, right? Okay. Now, the second round is very similar to what was indicated in the first round. So let me not go through that. Now, another thing I noticed is we used to call first round, second round and mop-up round. Now they have removed the word mop-up round and they are using the word round 3, which is in fact is a good step. This word mop-up round was very confusing. Mop-up round was available long time ago when that was the final round, where first round, second round, seats are not filled. Finally, you try to mop up the vacant seats in the third round. That's why it's called a mop-up round. But now the meaning of mop-up round has completely gone with this being an online counseling, and also it's being not the final round. There is another stray vacancy round. So it doesn't make any sense calling it mop-up round. So calling it round 3, I think is a better step. Now, once again, in round 3, something I find slightly funny is they have put all India quota, deemed universities, central universities, but AIIMS and JIPMER is not shown here. Once again, I don't think they are going to surrender the seats to AIIMS and JIPMER during round 3. I don't think that's going to happen. So naturally, it might be a mistake like AFMC is missing. Probably it's a typo error. I think this will be included later. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, right? So this is round 3. Which is again very similar to round 2. I don't see any difference. Now coming to the stray vacancy round. Once again, I cannot see the word AIIMS and JIPMER here. But one big difference between last year and this year, you can see the stray vacancy round for all India quota, deemed universities, central universities, all are included. If you see 2022, you can see here the online stray vacancy round for only all India quota, central universities, AIIMS and JIPMER. Deemed universities was not included in the stray vacancy round. You can see here transfer of non-reporting and non-joining vacant seats to deemed universities. After the third round, after the mop-up round, the seats would be surrendered to deemed universities last year. And then MCC will give a list of students, 1:10 list, and then the colleges will do the admission themselves. That was the procedure last year. Now it seems like that step is removed. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Probably they might have removed the college level stay vacancy round. If they have done it, that's the best step they are taking, right? Because that will remove unnecessary manipulation of seat blocking by colleges. If the stay vacancy round is also done by government, no college will try to block the seats. No college can directly do admission, so they cannot take advance booking. The agents cannot cheat students, right? If they do this, if the stay vacancy round is done only by the government, I think that's the best step. Probably the best step in the last 4 or 5 years, I would say that's the best step. But I don't know again, right? I need to wait for the prospectus. I'm just hoping that's what is here because you can see here, 30th September, it's going the admission window. So probably the last date for admission will be 30th September 2023. So after this, probably the admissions may not be allowed after this unless colleges go to Supreme Court and get some special permission. This may not be possible after 30th September. But whether MCC will be able to fill all the seats or will deemed universities fight for it, they will go to the court, they will ask a separate stay round at college level. These things we have to wait and see. Now, another major difference in stay vacancy round, last year, there was no registration. You can see here, no new registration, no fresh choice filling last year. That means whoever participated in the mop-up round, they only are eligible for stay vacancy round. Whatever the choices you filled in mop-up round, that was the only one available in stay vacancy round. You cannot do a fresh choice filling. But this year, you can see that there is a fresh registration. It seems like fresh registration. And also it seems like there is a fresh choice filling is also seems to be allowed, which again, I think is not a bad thing to happen, right? Allowing new registrations, allowing new choices will ensure that unnecessary seat blocking will not there. Because sometimes in mop-up round, people will fill some choices and then stay vacancy round, probably they don't want that college. Last year, what happened? MCC will allot that seat to the candidate and the candidate will not join. Now, if there is a separate choice filling in stay vacancy round, then only candidates who are interested, they may fill the seat. There is a possibility. I'm still not saying that there won't be any vacancies, but this seems to be a better approach than taking the choices from mop-up round, taking the list of candidates from mop-up round. Probably that's not a better option in my opinion. So these are the changes I see mainly. I don't see AFMC in the list. Probably it's a genuine mistake. I also don't see AIIMS and JIPMER in third round and stay vacancy round. Again, I believe it's a mistake. I think these two will be added. What are the other things we are seeing? We are seeing uploading of documents to the MCC portal, which probably means there may be an online joining procedure instead of going to the colleges, or it may be like hybrid. Some documents are uploaded to the portal. You pay the fees to MCC and subsequently you just report to the college. Probably, I don't know what exactly they are going to follow. That's another change we are seeing. And then the major changes are like mop-up round is renamed as round 3. And then I believe the bigger changes are in stay vacancy round. Deemed universities are included in the stay vacancy round. Fresh registration and fresh choice filling are allowed in stay vacancy round. These are my observations. Anyway, as I said, we have to wait for the prospectus to confirm all our understanding. If you think your understanding is different, if you think something I have missed out, please let me know in the comments below. Let's all exchange this information, share this knowledge, and then understand the procedure better before it starts on 20th July. Thank you. Bye-bye.